The sun scorched the golden sands of the Egyptian desert as the team of archaeologists busily excavated the site. Led by the seasoned Dr. Margaret Turner, the team was unearthing an ancient tomb rumored to belong to a forgotten pharaoh. Margaret was determined to discover the secrets buried beneath centuries of sand. After weeks of diligent work, the team uncovered an eerie stone chamber covered in arcane hieroglyphics. Margaret's keen eye caught a faint inscription on the lid of an ornate sarcophagus. "Do not disturb the eternal resting place, or face the wrath of the ancients," she read aloud to her team. Intrigued but undeterred, they continued their work, unaware that their lives were about to change forever. As the night cloaked the desert in darkness, a sudden chill swept through the camp. It was as if the entire desert mourned the disturbance of its forgotten secrets. Later, when everyone had returned to their tents, Margaret heard a scream pierce the silent night air. Racing outside, she found young Jake, the team's bright-eyed apprentice, lying lifeless, his eyes wide open in terror. The team was shocked and grief-stricken, but determined to complete their mission. A battle-hardened former soldier, Robert, took charge of tightening security, convinced that it was foul play rather than any supernatural mischief. Nonetheless, whispers of the curse began to spread. The next day, Margaret noticed a strange aura surrounding the relics they uncovered. An amulet, in particular, seemed to pulsate with a malevolent energy. Despite her unease, Margaret kept it under close study, determined to unravel its mysteries. Meanwhile, a second tragedy struck. Lila, the linguist deciphering the tomb's inscriptions, was found unconscious. She had a mysterious mark on her neck, a mark corresponding to the hieroglyphs inside the tomb. Panic ensued, and tensions among the team escalated. Some demanded they abandon the site, fearing for their lives. Others felt duty-bound to continue the work. Margaret was torn, her scientific curiosity wrestling with the ominous events unfolding around her. Against the advice of superstitious locals, Margaret delved deeper, conducting restless research into the relic's origins. Her nights were plagued with nightmares of a vengeful spirit. With 2 lives claimed and an already stretched belief in rationalism, Margaret reached out to Professor Ahmed, a reclusive Near Eastern studies expert, hoping to gain insight into the curse. Ahmed, though initially skeptical, unearthed a forgotten lore about the pharaoh's wrathful vengeance upon those who dared to disturb his peace. He offered Margaret a possibility to lift the curse, a ritual to appease the angered spirit by returning the amulet to its rightful place and uttering a prayer from the Book of the Dead. Despite her apprehensions, Margaret led her team back into the chamber. They placed the amulet reverently upon the sarcophagus, and with trembling hands, Margaret recited the ancient incantation Ahmed provided. A moment of tense silence filled the chamber, then a sudden gust of warm air swirled around them, and the cursed aura lifted. Over the following days, the team was met with an uneasy calm. Though the curse seemed broken, the past few weeks had left an indelible mark on everyone's hearts. Margaret and her team completed their work with a new respect for the ancient customs and the mysteries that lay beyond modern understanding. Returning to the city, Margaret gave a heartfelt tribute honoring Jake and Lila, promising that their sacrifice had taught them to honor the past not just with curiosity, but with reverence and humility. The tales of ancient curses became less a source of derision and more a humbling reminder of the thin veil between the past and our present. Margaret knew they'd been brushed by the wings of history and had emerged wiser, but always wary of relics that murmured from the shadows.